building the business, my business, I believe, is still very, very, very small compared to all the leaders here. But what I noticed in my experience, my short experience of building the business, every time I move a level, it requires a growth of a new level of thinking. That's number one. Every time I move up a level, it also requires a new level of commitment. So you've got thinking, you've got commitment. So right now, it's a smaller room. It's talking to me here now. So what is, we know that the more people that we have in this room, the bigger our business will grow and the closer we are to our goals. Make sense?
Yes.
Right? So what kind of thinking do we need to carry out there in the market to get people to be interested to come here? Right? And what kind of commitment are we willing to put in so that these people can come? Because for me, a lot of the people in my group are actually peer and above. Not so much peer, but a lot of them are above peer. Most of them are actually older than me. So when I show the plan to them, I really need to show that I'm committed in this. They not just need to see, they need to feel it. So what is it that you're willing to do? And if you listen, and when I first started the business, I fell in love with the CD Louis Perello. The man this year will not be denied. Yep. Not so much because it's fun. Yeah, it's funny. It's fun to listen to. But his upline actually is so committed to him. The fact that the upline comes to the house and sleep on the floor, that shows ultimate commitment. You know, the upline team, the team is willing to sacrifice their personal time to help this person. So for me, if I want to grow my business, I need my team to understand that I'm there for them, I'm willing to sacrifice my time. But at the same time, meet the person halfway. So if for me, like if you guys want to grow your business, understand that the business team is willing to give up their time, their family time, their personal time to you personally. And this is not like a working relationship. Your boss will never give you up time. This is like, just give their time, just like that. So be appreciative enough to actually, work together with them. Because when I first started, I had nothing. Seriously, I had nothing. I really had nothing. I was just a kid. I was an IT guy. I had no communication skills. My office was in the server room. There's no windows. I had staff reporting to me. I was talented enough to actually have staff reporting to me at a very young age. But even talking to my staff who was sitting next to me in the cubicle, we chat. So zero communication skills. We literally chat. I only talked to the outside world with emails. And it was so privileged. The data center was about this big. Even the CEO is not allowed to come into the room. That's how secure it is. So we had the whole place ourselves. But zero communication. I really didn't know how to talk to people. And I'm happy because I just need to talk to my servers. And if you talk about timing, I didn't have the time to build this business because I was 24 hours on call. Even 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, I would have to come to the office. I think a lot of my downlines can read it because you're all from the same industry. But the thing is, I had my coaches, the business team is willing to help me, regardless of my circumstances. And all I needed to do was I need to prove to them that I am committed. So the thing is, when you look at our system, how do you prove to the business team that you're committed? You prove to the business team that you're committed by getting yourself qualified for whatever achievements that's available that you can grab on. Like weekly, what can you do? On a monthly basis, it's like, can you make sure you qualify for the 15th planner meeting? So talk to your respective coaches. How can you qualify for the 15th planner meeting consistently? Because I know this is the only thing that I need to go platinum. Kamal told me personally that I need to have 10 people at the 15th planner meeting. That's it. And that is including me. So it's 5 plus 9. So for me, it makes sense. It's not that difficult. I don't think this is such a difficult thing to get 10 people into the 15th planner meeting. Right? So I worked my ass off to actually get that duplication enough happening. And sure enough, when I had 10 people in the 15th planner meeting, like a few months after that, and I think Lynn, if you can remember, I actually gave you a call one afternoon. I asked her, Lynn, am I a platinum? Because I went to the Amway shop in Wangsa Maju to buy stuff. At that time, they still had those big receipts. And my name was a platinum there. I didn't even know I was a platinum. I didn't even know I was qualifying for it. But I knew that the month before, 3 months before, I keep having 10 people at the 15 platinum meeting. And that's about it. So the idea here is actually to get people to come into this. So these people, come out to me, you need to inspire these people so that they want to come to the 15, they want to qualify to be in the 15 platinum meeting. And the significance of the 15 platinum meeting is beyond me, not beyond me, but Kamal just really drilled it into me that if you want to destroy the network 21 system, you take away this. So if you are here for a while and you've seen the numbers more defined, I don't want to use more defined, do not worry because we still have the 15th platinum meeting. This is the key. I remember Kamal said, you can take away the LS, you can take away the CDP, you can take away everything else, but never, ever, ever, ever take away the 15th platinum meeting. You will destroy the network 21 system. So for me, whatever it is, this system is simple. The simplicity is, if you want whatever role that you want to achieve, the money resides behind the things. And it's about the number of people at the 15th platinum meeting. If you have no one there, just make sure you are there. And make sure you really qualify for it. I mean, you know what the qualifications are, right? Base center, 200 dB, DLC, 15 times, that's it. But when you have 10 people there, the duplication factor, everything is working for you. So, okay. So coming back.
You just let me know.
Okay. It says here.
Yeah. So this is what? Okay.
Right. Now, another thing that I really notice is this. What I really like about 15 is about the reading part. Now, I didn't really enjoy reading because having a degree, I had to read so many technical books. If you see that table, it's full of them. And then when I went to work, the company, I can tell you know this company, they actually sent me to Oracle University, which was horrible because when I was in varsity, that table was the whole degree. When I went to Oracle University, that whole table was 1 week. I had the amount of books I had to read to study Oracle. So they sent me to like 7 Oracle courses. It was worth about 60,000, just so that I can master Oracle. But the amount of reading I had to read in 1 week, everything is crammed up. The books are like really, one book is this big. And you have to cover like 2 to 3 of these books within like what is basically 1 book a day. They will give you 1 book a day. And each course, one course is about 7 to 10,000. So I really hated reading because that was it. So when my coach asked me to read, it's like I compile the RP is all nicely wrapped up in my library in my room. So I didn't really enjoy reading. But when I started reading, right, the things that happened to me was amazing. Reflecting back. Number one is yes, it's the knowledge from the books, but I learned how to listen to myself. Meaning to say, as a choleric, when I show the plan, I feel like killing the prospects. So it's all inside me now because I learned to listen to myself and also learn. It's a listening skills. It actually trained me to listen. So reading. And what else? Okay. So and from the books as well, because of the knowledge there, every time I go out, I get to be more matured. It made it easier for me to connect to the above peers. So it's the CDs, but I would believe in my case, maybe it's 80% of the connecting part actually came from reading the books. So it's really about reading the books. And in terms of work, I managed to handle a lot of conflict resolution. So in IT, if you're in IT, if you can have this skill set combined with technical skill set, you will go into management. And that's how people notice me. And I guess it's exceeded my maturity, right? Because I know for a fact that I can comfortably talk to someone who's like in their 50s, in their 60s, in their 40s, because there's always something I can talk to them about. It's really from the books. It's really from the books. The CDs just taught me how to actually use the contents of the books. Right. And soft skill development. And this is the last part, it's very important. Learn and unlearn. If you want to have better thinking and better commitment, higher thinking, higher commitment, what I discovered is this. I had a very accelerated career growth in the corporate world. But whatever works in the corporate world, all the skill sets in the corporate world does not work here. What we aim to do is generate passive income, right? The skill sets that is used to generate active income, what I discovered is almost useless to generate passive income. If you're in sales, if you're in IT, whatever it is, it's a different skill set. Even the word closing I discovered. Closing in corporate sales and closing in what we do is a totally different thing. Because there's no salary, well, there's a lot of structures which is not there. So it's learning a lot of new things, but it's also unlearning a lot of new things. So what I discovered was, this was the easy part, learning. But to unlearn a lot of the things that I managed to learn, that requires some time. So to unlearn, that's where the CDs come. And that's where the valuable counseling sessions that I had before with my coaches, it was really powerful. Because every time I wanted to do things my way, then they will always highlight that that may not work. So that's the power of core. Next one. Okay, so now, increasing the fitness engagement. So in the end, this is the last one. So, okay, so it's about focus. Alright? So truly it's short bursts of focus if you really want to have the next game up and running. What is your focus to the next success seminar? Do you guys know what the next success seminar is? 30th March. So that is like what? 30 days? Right? So how many people do you have coming there? How many people do you envision coming there? Are you going to be in the leaders meeting during the success seminar? Do you already have all these people? So it's just a short burst of time because it is actually about a series of exposure. I have no idea how the system works, to be honest, because in my mind, I just know that it's about getting the right exposure to the right people, and I do not know who the right people is. So I just work my ass off in getting these people to the functions because it's only there I have a chance to know who I should work with. And that's about it. Right. So getting people, and the next bigger function is actually Ali Ganada. And those who have seen Ali Ganada, we know how good he is. He's like this guy who had a super career, migrated from Iran to the US, had a very fantastic career, lost everything, migrated again to the Philippines and built a diamond business there. So we can learn something from him. And the people that we brought there, if they come, and if they're the right people, we can work together with them. So seriously, it's just that short focus from today, 20th February, to 20th March. Then, daily cut strike, attach yourself to the team, you will get there, you will get somewhere. So I believe that's it. So, yeah. So that's it.